Before starting part 3 of this video, I want to invite my viewers to take a short break from the darkness you usually get to witness in my channel. A friend of mine, SickReviews, recently made a parody reviewing my channel. This guy is absolutely hilarious, so please head over and check him out. The link to the video is listed in the description. Today's countdown requires a very serious warning. If you are one of my longtime viewers, this should come as no surprise to you, as these topics require a high grade of maturity to handle. These are 5 terrifying and disturbing videos, part 3. Number 5. Deputy Terrence Knox was working his night shift as a police officer when he noticed a moving vehicle with expired tags, so he turns on his lights and pulls over the white pickup truck. Aboard was a 70-year-old disabled senior citizen, and as the old man got out of his car, Deputy Terrence noticed him reaching for an object in the back of his vehicle. Not hesitating once, the police officer opens fire multiple times, hitting the elderly man in the chest.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
But as the fire ceases, the officer realizes the 70-year-old was actually reaching for his cane. Prosecutors did not file criminal charges against the officer, and the elderly man later recovered at the hospital.
Johnny, give me in there. It's trying to stomach.
Number 4. Tamara Sansonova is a 68-year-old woman who could very easily become one of Russia's worst serial killers. Over the span of 20 years, this grandmother took the lives of countless victims. But her evil deeds only became exposed after the disappearance of her neighbor. CCTV footage reveals the woman leaving her apartment complex with pots and black plastic bags carrying the dismembered bodies of her victims. The grandmother had a total of 13 confirmed victims, most of which were found with the lungs missing, suggesting that the old lady indulged in her cannibalistic desires. Once arrested, Tamara claimed that she wanted to get caught just so she could live the rest of her life in prison, away from a dark spirit that haunted her apartment. Number 3. China, May of 2013. As the elevator became occupied, nobody prepared for the horrifying tragedy that would take place right before their eyes. A technical malfunction caused the doors to open suddenly, and one of the passengers took a step off of the machine, but the elevator doors closed suddenly, trapping the victim's head and decapitating her, leaving the rest of the passengers covered in blood. Number 2. The brutal murder of Lauren Giddings made headlines in the year 2011. The scene at her home and the discovery of her body revealed that somebody had broken into her home, viciously strangling and decapitating her body. As the investigation took place, local news stations covered the event, and as part of the routine, they began interviewing neighbors.
No one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I've always heard noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
The man being interviewed is Stephen McDaniel, a neighbor of Lauren.
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? What did you see her?
She's as nice as can be. Very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. The only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. She had a door jamb that was...
In the middle of the interview, the reporter reveals that her body has been found, and we get to witness his reaction.
When everyone got here, I mean, we just don't know where she is. I mean,
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
body?
Had you heard? Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's why we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I know.
But things would eventually take a sick turn for the worst after an investigation revealed that Stephen McDaniel, the man being interviewed by that reporter, was the man responsible for the killing of Lauren. He was a depraved man with a sick fantasy of murdering and dismembering his blonde neighbor. On the night of the murder, McDaniel began spying his victim through her windows, documenting with a camera the last moments before his attack. This is the footage police recovered at his home. Only a few moments later, McDaniel, wearing a mask, would break into her apartment, first strangling her and then completely dismembering her body. He is currently serving life in prison. Number 1. A happy newlywed couple in their early 20s made their way to a beautiful pond in Belt Boss, the capital city of Yemen. Once they got there, the couple set up a cell phone camera and dove into the water, not knowing that their last moments together would be caught on camera. As they get deeper into the water, we begin to notice some panic. Nobody really knows what happened on that tragic day, but the evidence left behind captured the drowning of a young couple that was truly in love. Their harrowing calls for unanswered help are extremely painful to hear, in a scene that began with the image of life and young love, but ended in the solitude of that lake.